rudder position.
Which way did you... Ow! Smart! I'll deal with the little ones. You take care of their mother. That was... intense. Glad you showed up when you did.
Did you need to stop and rest again?
I never rest when there's trouble around. We dealt with the big monster, and now I'm taking a break.
You said one of the pirates saw a werewolf. What's such a beast doing down here? This way. Maybe we can get through that gate.
Is it locked like the last one? I should have brought a pry bar.
It's...
First one of you order fanatics that moves,
get in there and kill those murdering deviants.
Above us!
In our affairs for the last time, murderers.
That one's trouble, assassin. Prepare yourself for a real fight!
Brotherhood dogs, this ends now! Enough! I'll take care of you myself!
I could have handled those militant fools, but I appreciate the help.
Rascal, secure this chamber. Assassin, the cathedral should be just up.
Assassins in the catacombs. Show me.
I need aid!
So, the assassins finally arrive.
Time to die, Artorias.
Time! Time is my domain, murderer, not yours.
Healer!
flank!
Aid me!
Time is on my side, assassins!
Assassin, strike true!
I will not beg for mercy from the likes of you!
To the void with you, Artorias. May the Dread Father grant you the welcome you so richly deserve. Stand tall, brothers and sisters. We are the Dark Brotherhood. Now back to the sanctuary, my assassins. We have friends to remember and a victory to celebrate.
Welcome home, assassin. I know what occurred, but I want to hear it from your lips. Say the words, and say them loud. Then the head of the beast has been cut off. Well done, assassin. We will reach out to Count Carolus and the Order of the Hour to make sure this ill-conceived war ends here. Regarding Artorias and the Black Dragon, no, that threat has passed. But there is one more thing. Step back, assassin, and prepare yourself. Sweet mother, look upon your child and smile. For the unworthy have been cleansed in blood and in fear. Her heart shines with the color of night. Her song sings with the music of life. Her gaze inspires fear, and her hands grant the gift of death. The Dread Father acts through her, and her work has just begun.
Step forward, loyal sister.
Step forward, my silencer.
Hail, Sithis!
I look forward to working with you again, Silencer.
I am glad Artorias is dead. Does that make me a bad person? He took Mirabel and Simba and the others away.
It seems like you're here more now that you're a silencer than when you were my assassin. It's good.
You are a silencer now. And
You made the rank of silencer faster than anyone I've ever known. Not bad for a wet behind the ears new blade.
Go on, Silencer. If the initiates see you chatting me up, they'll start doing it too.
Astara seemed more relaxed now that we're back to the usual murder and mayhem. Wouldn't you agree?
What's a nice assassin like you doing in a place like this? Hello, hero. I'd say I'm surprised to see you, but I've been watching you for days. Acting surprised would be so disingenuous. Let's just say I'm pleased to once again be graced by your company. You're exactly who I hope to meet out here. I have a contract. It concerns a corrupt Hlalu noble hiding in Castle Kavach. A noble who has to die. I know you work for the Dark Brotherhood now. Our organizations may despise each other, but you and I are friends. And friends help each other. This is your territory. I don't want to rankle your superiors by making a social blunder. So here's my brilliant plan. I kill my target, and you take all the credit. Let me complete my contract while giving you the chance to make a good impression. Smashing! I always enjoy working with you. We have a certain connection, you and I. Don't you just find it to be so intense? I thought about entering the castle, but I have the kind of face everyone always remembers. Beautiful. So I was thinking you go inside, sneak into Dathus's room, and open the secret passage. Then I hop in and take care of business. Of course I do, darling. What did you expect? That I'd get soft and fat after you abandoned me? Seriously, I'm not sure I like that you joined the Dark Brotherhood. I trust you, of course, but your new family? Not so much. Right to business? Oh, very well. Darthus Ilram of House Hlalu is one of those blood-sucking creatures that needs to be crushed beneath a heavy boot. He believed fleeing from Morrowind would put him out of reach, but here I am, contract and all. Seemed like bad form to spill all the gory details. Suffice it to say, he swindled some rather important clients and had the audacity to steal from House Hlalu itself. The last straw was when he closed 2 orphanages to open a corner club.
I've not forgotten the favor you've done. I trust our business is concluded, and you will allow...
Wake, wake, my darling. You can sleep when you're dead, which will be sooner than you think.
What? Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
A better question would be, are you here to kill me?
Guards! Guards!
The answer, of course, is most definitely yes. And that saves me the trouble of alerting the castle's defenders. Do me a favor, hero, and make sure someone notices you on your way out.
Hey, who are you? The guard will be here any second. Last chance.
Turn around and leave the way you came in.
went surprisingly well. It's amazing what can be accomplished when trusted associates collaborate to get a job done. House Lalu won't recover the gold he embezzled, but at least Deathus won't be tearing down any more orphanages. And you should join me. I find that a warm fire, a strong drink, and a hot bath, not necessarily in that order, help me unwind after a contract. Besides, this is Kvatch. You can pray, or you can pray. Not a one hero, but they saw you. Those striking features will be the talk of Kvatch for the next few days. I'd avoid the guards if I were you. Our plan worked flawlessly. Now I won't have to look over my shoulder for the Brotherhood. Thank you. Back to Morrowind, I suppose. Or maybe I'll stick around the Gold Coast for a while, see the sights, take in the ambiance. If you have some free time, hero, let's get together. Work on our mutual cooperation. Who knows, you might even enjoy it. Cooperating with you worked out so well. Back to Morrowind, I suppose. Or maybe... Always a pleasure watching you work, hero. You never notice, but I come around to check on you from time to time. What can I say? You intrigue me. And one of these nights, I'll sneak into your room and... Oh, purely for a social visit, I assure you. I'm never going to live that down, am I? It did look good on me, though, didn't it? What am I saying? You have a way of making me act unprofessionally, you know that? Well, keep it up. I kind of like it. Always a pleasure watching you work, Hero. Oh, you know how it is. A murder here, an assassination there. A girl needs to stay active. But I wanted to thank you again for all the help you provided back in Deshawn. I won't forget that, Hero. And I'll never forget you. That's a sweet offer, Hero, but I already work for a shadowy organization. Besides, I don't think I'm exactly Brotherhood material. Too much emphasis on pseudo-religious nonsense for my taste. But no offense if you're into that kind of thing.
We have a killer in our midst. Someone get the guard.
You look rather well equipped. Your weapons, of course. Don't want to get booted from an establishment for using the wrong words again. Are you here about my notice? If that's the case, you're the first suitable candidate to approach me. I do hope your curiosity turns into acquiescence. For the job, of course. I never mean to imply anything else. I need to stop a murderer. Now, before you say, a murderer, just point me in the right direction, I have to admit, it's not that simple. Yes, let me explain. This killer announces his intentions long before he strikes, putting the fear of Myrrh and men in his victims. You'd think with a warning they could avoid their fate, but alas no, all dead. In the most heinous manner imaginable. A message in an innocent sweet roll. Now he's targeted my associates. This scroll lists everyone who's recently received the threatening pastry. Talk to them and learn their connection before the killer strikes. Discover the link that connects these individuals and you'll find their murderer, hopefully while they're still alive. Do this for me, and I promise you'll like the reward I'm offering. Gold isn't the only favor I'm willing to provide. I'm a respected member of the Gold Coast Trading Company. When I heard that a number of my most trusted associates, as well as other individuals in the area, received one of these tainted sweet rolls, I knew I had to do something. Word gets around. There have been rumors of this sweet roll killer for quite some time. But when one of my associates wound up dead after receiving a delicious baked good, I started making the connection. Not in the least. They really are delicious. No, what makes them so insidious are the tiny notes they contain, a veiled threat and a prediction of impending doom. It's ruining our profits, my tasty friend, and that's something I can't abide. Oh, it's been nothing but a parade of beggars and unworthy miscreants, I assure you. If the lot of those ugly Ogrim lovers were on that list, I guarantee I wouldn't be offering this reward. You, on the other hand, seem to be perfect for the job. Deputized thugs and warrior priests, no thank you. I already have more than enough hands in my gold pouch, what with the demands of business and all. Besides, I'd rather keep this between you and me. It's so much more intimate, don't you agree?
Are you talking to me? Why in the world would you ask me about that? I'm just a beggar, you know, I beg. Spare some gold? Look, you better not try anything. What did I do wrong? People are supposed to ignore beggars. Just walk on by like they don't exist. But not...
I'm not usually attracted to criminals, but for you, I'd make an exception. After you pay your bounty, of course. Maybe we'll meet later. We could...
Are you talking to me? Why in the world would you ask me? What did I do wrong? Will you just go away and leave me alone? I don't want any trouble. But if you must know, yes, I received one of those terrible predictions. Are you... Because... Oh, never mind. I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this. Look, you stay here and look for another beggar to bother. I'm going... someplace else. Now leave me alone, or you're going to regret it. Don't you dare follow me! I've got some apples and I know how to use them! Don't you dare follow me! I've got some apples and I know how to use them! Yeah!
They're off their legion out for blood!
Come, do your trading here.
I found the sweet row killer, Commander! Help!
I don't think this is what Raz meant when he said, be discreet. Raz is thinking this spy business might not work out for the Lady Elf. At the first sign of trouble, she lights herself on fire, screams at the top of her lungs, and runs in circles. Raz does not remember that technique in the handbook. The work of the Queen's eyes, that's what's going on here. That business with Captain Apinia wrapped up so quickly, Raz decided to look into another matter before heading home. Turns out, this other matter has eluded Raz for many years. The locals call him the Sweet Roll Killer, yes? Much better than our term. The one who predicts your death and then stabs you in the face. Raz sees that you're looking into this as well. Perhaps we can... The Ratmaster has ears everywhere. And who knows who our stabby-faced killer is? Don't want to give away our plans before we formulate them, yes? Raz suggests we go somewhere more private, once you finish your... Raz and Lady Elf will meet you in our safe house after you finish your tasks. We've commandeered the Enchanter's shop. Not the most luxurious hiding place, but this one has had worse. We're going to have a glorious adventure, just like old times.
Not you too. Can't you people just leave me alone? I come out here to think, and all I get is this... You know I'm a baker, correct? So who else could be the sweet roll killer? Oh, imbeciles. Despite the threats and the loss of business, I did receive one of those menacing sweet rolls. Would it do any good? From what I've heard, everyone who receives these prognosticating pastries dies, despite the explicit warnings. Who am I to suppose I can avoid the fate that so clearly awaits me? I met some of them when they came to accuse me of sending the threatening baked goods. As if I'm the only baker capable of making sweet rolls in the entire Gold Coast. They ran, they hid, they avoided others, and then they died. Each and every one. Seriously? Well, good luck with that. I truly wish you well. All the same, I'll continue with my chosen course of action, seeing as how no one has been able to stop the sweet roll killer so far. Unless, of course, you have a better suggestion. I suppose I'll be here a while longer, relaxing before I need to return to my ovens and cooling racks. But eventually, I have to get back to work. My sweet rolls won't make themselves, you know.
I love wandering the merchant stalls, examining all the goods that we helped bring to the Gold Coast. I get a certain amount of pleasure from experiencing the result of all my paperwork. How did you know about that? I didn't tell anyone. Of course, it was delivered to the trading company building, so I suppose someone could have seen it arrive. Yes, I received a sweet. I took a bite and found a slip of paper inside, with a message, but it didn't sound very threatening. Not until you mentioned it. Tomorrow is your last day in Kvatch. There was that wood elf merchant we worked with. I found him floating in a river not far from here. He got a sweet roll with a message. Kept to his daily routine despite the warning. Then, one day, he never showed up at the trading company. Raymond? I'd rather not discuss my relationship with Raymond if you don't mind. He's everything I abhor about a certain class of trader. Greedy, self-indulgent, and interested in nothing more than increasing his hoard of gold. You were? Well, that makes me feel so much better. If anyone can stop the sweet roll killer, I imagine it will be someone just like you. I'm going to finish my tour of the merchant stalls, unless you think that's unwise. Huh, of course. Put thoughts of imminent death in my head and then leave me to fend for myself. Once you've had a chance to consider my situation, do come back and let me know. Hopefully I'll still be alive when you get here.
Oh, hello. Careful where you step. I just planted some seeds, and I'd hate to have to... A sweet roll? How do you know about... Yes, I received a sweet roll. Really? Did Riemann hire you? How kind. Though why he cares now when he couldn't have been bothered after my husband vanished makes me curious as to his true intentions. Perhaps fate will take a different course. Certainly I didn't predict your involvement. I thought I did. Well, no. I don't know him that well. I mean, I know people like him. Liars and cheaters who use people and take advantage of their giving nature. So Riemann hired you to stop the murderer. I find that to be very interesting. My husband, he received one of those sweet rolls with the message inside, just like I did. The dire prediction frightened him, I can tell you that. He gathered weapons and locked himself in his study. But he still disappeared without a trace. No, not even a drop of blood to remember him by. But my husband was just one of a series of murders linked to this sweet roll killer. It's been going on for months and months, and now Riemann suddenly cares? I wonder why he's had a change of heart. No. The others who received the sweet rolls, I'm sure they need more help than me. I've got a house in Anvil. I can hide there until you catch the murderer. Just watch out for that Riemann. His own interests are more important to him than anything else.
You're back. Have you, how did you know about that? I took a bite and found... What? You were? Well, that makes me feel so much better. If anyone can stop the Sweet Roll Killer, I imagine it will be someone just like you. I'm going to finish my tour of the merchant stalls, unless you...
Not you two. You know, would it do any good? I met some of them when they came to accuse me of sending the threatening baked goods. As if I'm the... Seriously? Well, good luck with that. I truly wish you well. All the same, I'll continue with my... You're suggesting I challenge fate? Alter my comfortable schedule in hopes of avoiding certain death? I suppose that makes a modicum amount of sense. Anvil is nice this time of year, and the pirates do appreciate a good sweet roll.
Yeah!
You're back. How did you know about it? I took a bite and found a slip of paper inside. Riemann? I'd rather not discuss my relationship with Riemann if you don't mind. You were? Well, that makes me feel so much better. If anyone... That's excellent advice, friend. I'll stay in the market until closing time, and then I'll head over to the Gold Coast Trading Company building. That place is built like a fort.
Yeah!
Raz told me how you helped him in the past. Sorry I ran off earlier. I'm new to this Queen's Eyes stuff. You kind of surprised me when you started mentioning it.
Raz knew you would find us. It's not much, but it's private. The Enchanter is an old friend. I helped her out once when an enchantment went bad. Made most of Raz's fur fall out. Very embarrassing. Still, now we get this comfy meeting place. Raz has seen these types of killings before. A victim receives a sweet roll that contains a prediction of impending doom. So much doubt! Haven't you figured out that Raz is perfect yet? But yes, I fear we're dealing with the same monster. Luckily, my apprentice received a sweet roll. That means we can set a trap. There's just one problem. Alright, probably more than one. But what concerns Raz is the network of messengers the killer is using to deliver his gifts. They've placed notes in the oddest locations. Raz fears these actions indicate the killer plans to strike, and soon. We'll locate a messenger and figure out what they've been placing around town. Maybe even get them to lead us right to the killer. Meet Raz outside and we'll track them together. What about her? Oh, Raz sees what you're getting at. She'll stay here and hopefully not wind up murdered. She's still in training, and we haven't gotten to the use of weapons yet. Last time I gave her a dagger, she almost put out her eye. Raz doesn't think that's such a good idea. But he will give the Lady Elf a little knife, just in case. Now, let's go track down a killer.
You're going to just leave me here? You do know I've been targeted for death, right? I think this is a horrible plan, and I'm beginning to hate sweet rolls.
Raz forgot how much he hates working out in the... Raz saw one of these suspicious messengers near the hedge maze to the southwest. Why this city has a hedge
is safe,
is a
thanks to
mystery
you.
For another day, yes.
We'll make sure those Montclairs never come back.
Pardon me, excuse me. Coming through.
What a wonderful place to hide something. Look for a statue or something. Anything that could serve as a marker for a hiding place.
The Grand Sermonizer! Called home to Akatosh before her time!
A coded message. Raz hates riddles. You'll figure it out, yes?
Pardon me, excuse me, coming through.
What a wonderful place to hide something. Look for a statue or something. Anything that could serve as a marker for a hiding place.
Another distraction.
have bested the Order of the Hour, chap.
Away.
No!
Well, no,
I
guess
spoke
they
too
won't.
soon!
Maybe they should try that.
Knight Commander Pantheus demands to meet these challengers in battle! Knight Commander Pantheus and his enforcers will lay down the law, and the penalty is death! are the Order's most battle-hardened veterans. The challengers are doomed!
Heal me!
The beasts are hungry. The challengers will give the walls a wide berth unless they want to become a meal.
This could get dicey.
Face your end with some dignity.
The beasts are hungry. The challengers will give the walls a wide berth unless they want to become a meal. They've done it. They've dropped the axe on Knight Commander Pantheus.
Oh, the trials heaped upon Akatosh's faithful servants.
Just perhaps with a little less zeal, until some of this blows over.
Off we go!
It's all right to be angry, you faithful of Akatosh. But they'll never silence her voice. Her sermons will live on. Let's ride!
You look rather... I do... Yes. Discover the link that connects these individuals, and you'll find their murderer. Hopefully while they're still alive. Do this for me, and I promise you'll like the reward I'm offering. Gold isn't the only favor I'm willing to provide. I'm a respected member of...
But Akatosh and his primate will guide us through these troubling times.
Fine goods for sale.
We just have to have faith, my friends.
Yeah!
And maybe a little wine.
Are you talking to me? Why in the world? What did I? Because. Don't you dare follow me. I've got some apples and I know how to use them.
Our beloved Grand Sermonizer has been taken from us!
I found the sweet row killer, Commander.
Raz is the work. The rat. Raz.
Wait, you two know each other?
I was tired of walking anyway.
Not you. I met some of them when they came. Seriously? Well, good luck with that. You're suggesting...
I love one. How did you know about... I took a bite and found a slip of paper inside. Raymond? You were? Well, that's...
Grand Sermonizer! Called home to Akatosh before her time!
A sweet roll. Really? Did Riemann hire? I thought I... My husband? No. Not even... No.
Raz. So, all right, we'll lock it. What about her? Raz is glad you agree. Weapon safety is very important, yes? Now, let's go track...
You going to just leave me here?
Raz forgot how much he hates working out in the... Oh, Raz saw one of the suspicious messengers near the hedge maze to the southwest. Why the city has a hedge maze is a mystery for another day, yes? A coded message. Raz hates riddles. You'll figure it out, yes?
Yeah!
The laws aren't made to be broken, as you'll soon see.
These notes should lead us to whoever commissioned this research. There must be. Read them again.
What do you want?
You really shouldn't break into a house that someone has already broken into. Where's your sense of honor, Razumdar?
Ah, of course. The beautiful darkness. Wait, is Naryu the sweet roll killer? Raz would be sad to have to kill you now.
Well, I am a killer, but I'm not the killer. And what's that one doing here? This has nothing to do with the Brotherhood.
Raz is confused. You better talk to Naryu so we can figure out what's going on here.
If you and your Brotherhood comrades sent me that sweet roll, I'm truly disappointed. I thought you'd realize by now that I don't take kindly to threats. Besides, it's hard not to look good in tight leather without being tempted by tasty pastries. No one knew I was on the Gold Coast. No one except you. Suddenly, someone delivers a sweet roll with my name on it and a note predicting my untimely demise. It looks like you betrayed me. Give me a reason not to run you through. So you followed my messengers and found me instead? Ever since I received the threatening sweet roll, I've been looking into other targets, trying to figure out who knows me and why they want to kill me. Well, why they want to kill me this time. Everyone who received one of the menacing sweet rolls is traveling to Anvil for one reason or another. Seems to me, if the killer is smart, that's where he'll make his move. As a matter of fact, I'm headed there now. No one threatens me and lives. Just don't get in my way. I'm still trying to figure out your game in all this. But we've worked well together in the past. Might as well take advantage of that. I'll confer with Raz to make sure he and I see eye to eye, and we'll meet you in Anvil.
Raz has ears as sharp as a dire wolf. This one heard everything you said. The Queen would probably frown upon working with the likes of Nario Virium, but Raz says the more the merrier. At least until we catch the sweet roll killer.
Quite a bounty. I'm glad I don't have to carry it.
This beast will consume your bravery and your shattered bones. Embrace the armor of my contentment. End them!
If you stare at that statue any harder, Raz, your eyes will pop right out of your head.
Raz is just admiring the beautiful mermaid. It is so large and shapely.
Is the cat always like this?
Actually, this is one of Raz's good days.
Good. We're all here. Now the real fun can start. Raz and I have been discussing our options. At least when I can get him to take his eyes off the mermaid. I'm eager to see who the murderer really is. Mostly so I can kill him. Already have one, hero. Raz wants the Wood Elf and I to stick close so he can watch out for us. We'll gather the rest of the targets and get them to safety. I'd prefer to let the killer find me and finish this, but the cat is very insistent. I don't trust Riemann. He hired you to look into all this, but I think he knows more than he told you. Go to the Gold Coast Trading Company and find out whatever you can about this fool. He makes my ears tingle, which tells me he's hiding something. Never met the man, but Raz filled me in on the details. I had my eyes and ears around town do some digging. They confirmed that Riemann visited with all the targets right before he hired you. My guess is he never told you about a lot of things. That's why I want you to go and take a closer look at him. Get rough if you have to, but make sure he tells you everything he knows. You might have the key we need to stop the Sweet Roll Killer. Oh, I'd enjoy a little rough play with you, hero. But for now, I want you to go learn more about Riemann, preferably while holding a blade to his throat. He met with all of the Sweet Roll Killer's targets except me. And I want to know why that is.
This is your fault. I never should have hired you. What was I thinking? Because of you, the killer decided that I was a threat. Sent my own sweet roll with a message inside. I found her on one of my trading expeditions. She talked of visions, how they helped her shape the ripples of fate. Crazy talk, but useful. You understand? I could point her at a target, like an arrow. Set her... Not anymore, obviously. You mentioned my name. Shouldn't have done that. She knows I betrayed her. Knows I sent you to eliminate her. Hid my involvement in all this. I knew it the moment I arrived in Anvil and saw the sweet roll waiting. You met her. The gardener. She has a farmhouse, southeast of Anvil. She won't be there for long.
Raz must happily report that we found almost all of the killer's targets. The only one still missing is the Dark Elf Gardener. Perhaps this villain isn't as formidable as Raz had feared. Really? Raz is impressed. Did you threaten and cajole? It's Riemann, correct? We can go to the inn, get drunk, and put this sorry affair behind us. Wait. Riemann isn't a her. The gardener? No wonder Raz couldn't find her. But we're wasting time. If you know where the murderer is, we should get moving. Raz has made a deal with the Anvil Guard. It took more gold than Raz expected, but these people will be taken care of while we're away. Seems this place is too quiet. Good spot for an ambush, yes.
Oh, I certainly hope so. I could use a good fight right about now.
You send very mixed messages, Nario. One moment you're flirting, the next you're stabbing. It's very confusing.
Well, that's only because you assume the two are different, Rosm dear.
Feeling chatty, are we?
Raz suspects that all this quiet hides unpleasant surprises. Place was quiet and empty when we arrived. To be fair, we haven't checked any of the buildings yet. Raz wanted to wait for you. No one wants to miss their own party, yes? Whenever you're ready.
The threads of fate align! Kill them now!
Oh, good. Raz has found them.
This is a fight now.
Much blood. You've won. I know that. So sheathe your weapons and come inside. I knew you'd find me. The fates told me so. But the climax isn't certain. There are many paths before us. You don't know how much I despise that name. I am a fate-bearer, one of the select few who can see what the future holds and then do something about it. Each of my targets has the potential to cause unmitigated disasters. I stop them. Good and evil has no bearing on my visions. It's their actions that concern me. Each causes a ripple that radiates through time until a disaster occurs. Economic collapse, the death of a prominent leader, a queen betrayed. I had to stop them. Her fate is the worst of all. Her daughter causes the world to burn. Or she could. The future is a fluid thing. I have seen my escape and my death, both possible at this moment, and both championed by each of your allies. But the choice is yours. For now, if you let me live, I'll call off the other fate-bearers. There's always a chance the future will change. We'll all hope for the best and assume they'll have long lives. But if you kill me, my brethren will find and kill them, eventually.
I can't believe you're even considering this. Did you hear how crazy she sounded? Damn right you do. She's crazy as a cracked mud crab. All her talk about fate and the future, and what she said about me. I don't have a daughter. I hate children. What about them? She's going to kill again, and she's going to come back for us.
Raz heard the nonsense that spilled out of the killer's mouth. Why are we even considering bargaining with this crazy dark elf? Well, yes, there is that. Raz changed his mind. Bargaining should be considered. We have to do whatever we can to keep these people safe. Besides, we can always resume the hunt another day. Raz trusts her as much as he can balance on his own tail, which is not at all. He has tried. But these fate-bearers, they won't stop until they eliminate each and every target, including Yarbia. Raz cannot let that happen, so Raz says let her live.
Have you come to a decision? Have you chosen which fate will come to pass today? Either those I targeted... Then out with it! Don't leave us all in suspense. Which of the possible fates have you decided to favor with your decision? I accept your decision and will honor my word. I'll call off my brethren and will let the streams of fate determine what the future will bring. For now. That I can't promise. It's my burden to bear the dictates of fate, and that burden directs me as it will. For now the fate-bearers will return to Vardenfell, to our shrine of the changing fates. Interesting. It seems we'll meet again there. The Fate-Bearers will deal with the destiny of others. Your charges are safe, for now.
We're just going to let a killer walk away? Are you serious?
If it buys people time, it is for the best. Remember, this helps you as well, Naryu.
If the killer is dead, everyone benefits. We don't even know if we can trust her.
Raz will watch and make sure she leaves the Gold Coast. Then we can meet at the Enchanter shop, yes?
You let her live. I thought I knew you better than that. No one was saved today. Just...
Yeah! I almost died, and this is the thanks I get.
Raz is happy to report that the crazy dark elf kept her word. She provided the antidote, and we saved the targeted people. Raz could not have done it without your help, my friend. Yes, Raz does not like that either. The murders of the Queen's advisors remain unavenged. Still, Raz thinks we made the correct choice. Raz likes how you think. Now, the apprentice elf and I will return home and continue her training. This one wonders if Naryu and the others will ever be true. Raz wishes you the best of luck, my friend. But Vardenfell is a bit out of my jurisdiction. If they show themselves in the Dominion, Raz will deal with them. But in Dark Elf lands, that's someone else's problem, yes? Move it, short apprentice. And do not forget Raz's favorite brush. It would be a tragedy if this beautiful fur got tangled.
This is definitely not what I signed up for.
Off we go!
That was some damn fine soldiering out there. Nothing I didn't expect, but it's refreshing to have something go right. I suppose it's time for that. It's all due to a scroll. Old magic. Just before Molag Bal's, do I look like a priest? All I know is one of them, Father Ignatius, was obsessed with it. He brought it to me and urged me to keep it safe. I wrote it off as nonsense until I had my first dream. I saw the Empress Regent and her generals taking Molag Bal's hand. I heard creaking chains and smelled charred flesh. Then I saw the scroll. It was just out of reach, covered in blood. Like I said, it carries some kind of enchantment. Magic strong enough to bring us back when we fall in battle. It's not pleasant, mind you, and each time I come back I feel less like myself. But it's kept us. So long as we hold the garrison, so long as we keep fighting, yes. Zell's taken to calling us the Immortal Eight. Nonsense, but I'd let him do it. It's good for morale. There's more. These were prophetic dreams, like the one that warned me of the invasion and betrayal. I dreamed you would come for the scroll, along with a masked woman. I knew we had to protect it for you, so we have. It's for both of you, but her especially. I can't say more. You'd best go find her. I have a feeling we'll be seeing each other again soon. This war is far from over. Until then, watch your back, soldier. Honestly, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. This building used to be a forum, did you know that? Just bricks and old ledgers and broken chairs. But now it's something more. This garrison is the Empire. I'll see it defended, whatever the cost. Indeed, it's like shedding warm clothes in a heavy snow. We just get leaner, colder. This garrison, this city, is all that matters. I will grind whatever grist the mill requires to protect it, even at the price of my soul. Some of us are more conflicted.
They say the young think themselves immortal, but I never did. Until now. You're back. Good. I just finished looking through some of this correspondence and... Wait, what's that? So that's how they did it. I've been watching that garrison since the beginning. Codex is difficult to read. Talented, but stubborn. Honestly, I'm surprised he gave this to you. I'll hold on to it for now.
Gods, what a mess. What a frightful mess.
Why do people read this nonsense? He came to her. He came to her with his... Oh, well that's colorful. Mara's mercy, what a waste of paper. The cane and the something. Something... It's fiction. Useless. But it's still part of our heritage. We have to keep it safe. The Daedra have been torching every book they can find. I have no idea, but it must be important. I tried to get Sergianus, the chief archivist, to smuggle it out for me, but he bungled the job and got himself captured. He'll no doubt need rescuing. Start with the book, though. It's in a strong...
These brutes are destroying everything. Millennia of scrupulous record. Do you know, the Legionnaire... They'll just...
Their lives short.
My thanks. You need to get that book to the Drake. I managed to mask its contents with a magical cipher. Find the ciphers. There should be 4. Thank the eight, you've made it! Barely got past the Daedra myself, but this place seems safe enough for now. It's called the Sublime Brazier, written by a moth priest just a few years after St. Alessia passed. Of course, this is just a copy of the original text, which was damaged during the Colovian secession in the Oh, right, I'm sorry. Your guess is as good as mine. When they came to the library looking for it, it was all I could do to garble the text with a distortion spell before they got through the door. But now, with the ciphers... Here now! I'm an archivist, not a... Look, all I know is it has something to do with the Dragonfires. I didn't have time to read more before I had to cast the spell. Are you ready to help me translate it? There, it's done. Gods, how exhausting. Glad I never joined the Mages Guild. I just don't have the talent for this.
Hey, judging by the soot on you, I'm guessing it's done. Excellent. May I have it, please? Whatever it is, the Daedra must think it's important. Sublime what? Oh, well, that's troubling. Did you read this? You can read, right? Doesn't make sense. If the Sublime Brazier is a relic that ignites the Dragonfires, why haven't I heard of it? The Dragon Guard should be protecting it. How are we expected to turn back the Daedra if... Never mind. Sorry, I just hate surprise. They obviously have plans for this brazier. They must be looking for insights into how it works. Weaknesses. I suppose we should be thankful that they didn't destroy the book. For now, we stay watchful. This book is obviously connected to a greater plot. I'll be in touch once I figure out what the Sublime Brazier has to do with the invasion.
Be careful in there, Sylvia.
Gods, what a mess. Quite a view, eh? I hate to say it, but we can't save everyone. I'm counting on you. No. Well, it's a bleak world out there. Yes.
Found something interesting to share? If you want to take...
coming here, mortal. You think you'll survive this? Amusing. You're bold. You're my pet. Make them scream. Savor this victory, or it will be your last! Can you summon up the will to continue? I yearn to see you broken. Another beast wounded. Ha! Despair, mortal. Your strength is mine, beast.
delightful slaughter has impressed the rat. Come, come, we have much to speak about. The rat was entertained, almost entertained. The Daedra, not so much. No, they weren't entertained at all. Yes, yes, the rat has ears to the ground, ears to the walls. My little friends are everywhere, and they hear secrets whispered by Daedra. They speak of the dragon fires. They seek to snuff them out forever. Oh, yes. The rat heard this quite clearly. No dragon fires ever again. No more dragon god promises. No more 8 blessed emperors. For now. Only for now. Don't you know the story? When Alessia's heirs wear the Amulet of Kings, the fires... You beg the rat to share all his crumbs? No, no! The rat has said enough. You want more, greedy one? Find the Drake of Blades. She's close. Very... No, no. You've had your fill. No more secret. Oh, the rat doesn't call himself the rat. The people call him that. I call him that too, but that's because I'm a person. People get us confused sometimes. The rat doesn't know why, though. And frankly, the sewers, of course. That's where most of the rats live. The rat was tired of being down there, though. A long, long time ago, before he was the rat, he remembers being up here in the city. Oh, Emperor Leovic. He was a sharp one. Such a good sense of humor. Until he died, of course. That's when his friend took him down to the sewers. The Emperor wasn't very fun anymore. No, no, that wasn't me. That was someone else. I'm the rat, you see? I didn't even know the Emperor before he died. And now, well, the rat...
So many.
I've been looking through some of the Dragon Guard's older texts. There are cryptic references to the Dragonfire Cathedral, but it will take time to find. At least Molag Bal narrowed the search for us. That's why he'll lose in the end. He's sloppy. The rat? Yes, I met him once. He was wearing a mask made from someone's small clothes and was covered in his own sick. He's completely mad. Then again, he has a talent. He knows this city better than anyone. Your face. You believe him, don't you? Perfect. I admit it makes sense. At this point, we stay patient and watchful. Also quiet. If Molag Bal catches our scent, we may lose him completely. Given all that we've uncovered, I think Molag Bal's plan is clear. He wants to breach the Dragonfire Cathedral to destroy the Sublime Brazier. If he succeeds, the Dragonfires will never be relit, and Mundus will be exposed to Daedric attack forever. Well, Captain Caudax has pledged his soldiers to the cause. Father Ignatius is examining that ancient scroll you recovered. We also know the cathedral's location, and we have a key to help us gain entry. I'm sure we can come... This is going to sound stupid. Truthfully, it is stupid, but I don't pick our allies. I found a rodent with a map tied to its tail. A message from that vagrant, the rat. He's apparently left us an urgent letter out in the sewer. Can you find it? While you retrieve the rat's message, I'll coordinate with Father Ignatius and Captain Caudax to chart out our next move. By the time you return, we should have a plan in place. I can't guarantee it will be a good one. Do you really expect me to explain? Oh, you're joking. You're joking, right? It made Caudax's soldiers immortal, and according to Ignatius, it just magically appeared one day. We'd be going in unprepared. I try to avoid that.
Ah, well, some...
I'll smuggle... You're back. Why is it sticky? Forget it. You're back. Did you find the rat's message? Well? Sorry to be... Why is it sticky? Forget I asked. This is just a list of his favorite nursery rhymes. I don't know what I expected. Unless this is some inane practical joke, it seems that General Mollivis is already on his way to the Dragonfire Cathedral. Fortunately, he's stuck using the front door. We should be able to... Right, that. Father Ignatius finished translating the mysterious scroll that Caudex gave you. Apparently it details some bizarre ritual that can only be performed in the cathedral itself. It imbues... There's a catch. The volunteer is bound to the Dragonfire Cathedral, forever. They exist only to protect the Sublime Brazier. I'm sure you can imagine that's not a very appealing commitment. Of course I am. Caudex insisted at first. I think he was trying to be chivalrous or something. Because I'm a woman, I mean, he's an idiot. Anyway, he'd go mad within a week. Too much of a people person. I'm the obvious choice. Captain Caudex has already gone ahead with his soldiers to prepare defenses for the cathedral. When you're ready, we should follow them. Which bit? The ritual? I guess so. Doesn't matter. Honestly, I have no idea if it's even going to work. I heard Ignatius practicing his pronunciation and muttering. Doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. Of course I don't want to. Just because I hate talking to people doesn't mean I want to live alone in a drafty underground cathedral forever. Don't be thick. The fact is, it doesn't matter what I want. I appreciate the concern. This is concern, right? For my welfare? It's, well, frankly, it's baffling, but I appreciate it. I'm sworn to protect the Emperor. Without the Brazier, there is no General Mollivis is Molag Bal's chief enforcer in the Imperial City. He's a Zivkin, which is to say he's a comically evil blowhard. But he's a skilled warrior and a master tactician. Almost... Which bit? Mollivis! He's already here. Damn!
Take that door down!
They didn't skimp. Mollivis brought his entire guard. I hope he brought
The Sublime Brazier should be this way. Follow me.
I sent my soldiers outside to cause some havoc. Keep the Daedra off guard. I'd bet they're doing just that.
The time has come, my friend. You must kneel before the brazier.
Right. To show humility. Obedience. I can do obedient. Just watch me.
Lord Akatosh, Dragon God of Time, a faithful supplicant kneels before you. She has served you for many lean years. Let her service now be everlasting. Grant her your divine power. Bless her with the strength to defend this holy cathedral and the will to endure a life of seclusion. Drape your exalted wings around her, and your works will be...
Hurry it up, Father. Molag Bal is knocking.
Don't rush the man, Captain. But yes, Ignatius, you really should hurry this up.
Assault the cathedral! Destroy the brazier! Leave none alive!
This ritual cannot be interrupted. You must hold the cathedral until it is complete. Go!
Follow me! Let's go send these Daedric beasts back to oblivion! Shoot straight. Don't let them dig through.
Useless fools! Taking the beast!
By the 8! Daedra! Get down! Fall back! We make our stand at the brazier! Go!
Slaughter the mortals! Destroy the brazier!
Just a bit longer! You must hold!
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant homages.
My head. What's happening inside my head?
Charles! Must I handle everything myself? Your souls are forfeit!
Face the wrath of Moloch Ball!
This is all the wrath that Moloch Ball can muster?
Send the rest!
I'm not impressed. It's time, Ignatius. Finish it now!
Filthy wretch!
Lord
Kneel,
Akatosh,
and I
we
may
beseech
favor you with a quick
grant
death!
this mortal warrior your blessing, that she may keep watch over this holy place. Now, my child.
Lord Akatosh, I am yours. I pledge my blades and my soul to your service. I am your shield and your vengeance, now and for all time. Oh, that's different. I can see everything. More Daedra? No, you are not welcome here. That's the last of them, yes? Good riddance.
Something you need?
So that's it. We did it. Wait, did I just incinerate 30-some-odd Daedra? Certainly seems like it. I feel weird. Lighter. This place, I can see it now. It's more than stone. There's purpose and fury. And light. Oh yes. I can hear Moloch Ball howling. He's not at all pleased. I believe the brazier is well and truly out of his reach. So, now I wait, I guess. Yes, you can forget this place. And me. I've left instructions with a member of my order. He'll ensure that the brazier stays out of the history books. All you need to do is stay quiet. This is the part where you nod and take an oath of silence. Looks that way. We did good work, you and I, but it's far from over. The city is still overrun, and without me there to leave severed heads on cultist doorsteps, it might get worse. Look after the people. 8 know they can't do it themselves. Now, I guess I wait. Don't worry, there's more to this place than you can see. I'll keep busy. Trust me. For what it's worth, I'll never forget you. And I'm going to live a very, very long time. So, yes. Take care, all right?
It's good to see you again. Yes, I believe it is. Akatosh be praised. Moloch Ball will lash out, but the dragon fires are safe, thanks to you. I only wish the price had been less dear. Centuries of lonely service. You look weary, my friend. Why not have a seat? Stay and talk a while. Truthfully, I'll rest, at least for a while. At my age, what would I do? Where would I go? No, my life is here. There are wounds. No, not in this life. Oh, I think she'll be fine. You needn't worry. I doubt it. Did you notice her eyes? Akatosh blessed her with a second sight. She sees things as the saints do now. Ah, you see. The truth is like a window, my friend. Bright. Since our adventure in the cathedral? No. As you well know, Anatolius is committed to protect... I worry for him. With the scroll gone, he may well have lost his own immortality. Without it, he has the strength and wisdom to do real good here. No, forgive me. I am an old man, my friend.